Turn the set on, select your channel.
It's time for another 2-minute tech tip.
Hi folks, JB here from the Oracle Jet PM team. If you're like me, all the code you write doesn't have any bugs, but sometimes you have to work with other people's code and they do have bugs. Let's take a look at some troubleshooting tips on how to work with those bugs. When working with Oracle Jet, the first thing you need to keep in mind is that it's always going to run in the browser. It's a pure client-side toolkit. So the browser developer tools are really your friend, and the first thing you're going to always check is the console whenever something goes wrong. Some of the more common things that you might see in there that are a little confusing, but you want to figure them out, is something like this where it says it can't read property of null or property of undefined. A lot of times in this particular case, what you're trying to do, or you'll find that you're trying to do, is interact with a DOM element, since all of Jet's UI components are actually web components, and you're trying to interact with that DOM element before it actually exists in the page. If you're doing that, the Jet OJ modules, or the module components, have lifecycle methods that allow you to work with something after it's been loaded. So in this case, I'm going to move this document, now get element by ID down into there, hit save, and now the page loads up, looks really good. Another really common issue is something like observable is not a function, or something is not a function. A lot of times what's happening here is you've got at the beginning of this OJ module, again, you've got a list of dependent libraries, and then you've got callback arguments in the callback function. These can sometimes get out of order. They have to match. So in this case, KO is not the array data provider, KO is knockout. Change these orders to make sure that they align properly. Hit save, and the page comes up just fine. So this is something that you can start looking at. Take a look in that console. It's always going to be there first. Your error messages are almost always going to be pretty self-explanatory. Those two things sometimes can get a little confusing, so I wanted to show those. But that's one of my tips. So good luck, and keep writing up some code.
Was that a good tip?
Now everything is clear.
We want your opinion. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned.